Hi everybody and welcome to another All Leeds TV podcast from the Ramblers of the South Stand here. And yeah, I'm going to get it started with a little bit of admin details really on what we're doing at the minute, how we're moving forward with All Leeds TV and the little projects that we've got in order at the minute. So what we're looking to do is sort of bring you guys a weekly series. I know Joe Wainman at the minute is talking about a Monday night football series, which is going to be running weekly. And the reason behind that is because Joe's been getting a lot of success and we've been getting a lot of success from All Leeds TV viewing and a lot of DMs which have asked us to do sort of a weekly thing, especially on a personal note. I've had a lot of you guys messaging me, which has been really supportive and really great. And it's something that I and as a team we want to implement into this fantastic YouTube channel and fantastic base that we've got to communicate with fans and the club and everything else. So yeah, I'm going to be starting this, which is going to be something called the South Stand Synopsis, which is just going to be me reviewing what's been happening around Leeds United for people globally who don't, been out in Sydney at the minute. It's great because you meet other Leeds fans and it's a fantastic eye-opener to how big Leeds are as a club, and we kind of all want to circulate and implement ideas together, and I think that's a great foundation for Leeds United Football Club. So I think it's going to be really good going forward if I'm going to be able to deliver to you guys what I think about Leeds and what's going on at the club this week, and we're going to try and make that into a weekly series. So that's something great to look forward to. So anyway, getting on to the real content and what the real stuff you guys clicked on this video for. Izzy Brown, and I feel like as a channel we haven't really touched on Izzy Brown a lot, which I think's been something that we've probably missed over, probably been painted over because of the Borough game. But as a whole, I am delighted with the signing. I've seen a lot of mumblings saying, well, he's not fit, he's not fully fit. Our head physio, Rob Price, went down there, Hull City's ex-physio, which we managed to poach last season, which was a great acquisition by the club. He's gone down there, he's checked out at Chelsea that he's all right, 100% fit, and if he'll be able to play at 100% fitness for the rest of the season, and it's been deemed that he is, and Leeds will not pay a figure to Chelsea until Izzy Brown starts playing, so that's a great bit of business for Leeds. Yeah, some more on him really. I mean, he's not hit the dizzy heights that we've seen from the young players, such as like Phil Foden, maybe like a Lewis Cook, if it's a little bit more close to home. But what Izzy Brown has got, he's got bags of potential. He was the second youngest debutant in Premier League history, which he made in 2013, which was very, very impressive. He managed loan spells. He did Rotherham as well for the first half of the season, and then for the second half of his main season, which we will all know about, he went to Rotherham, which was once again another, using the word again, superb coup and acquisition by Huddersfield, which really gave him that extra boost. Yeah, he's the power and the ability of the lad is evident. I mean, when I remember seeing him at Huddersfield, especially against us, he really took to the fore. He was able to get the ball from deep and drive Huddersfield forward. He seems to me like he's getting overlooked, but he really is he seems to be like a taller, more physical Samu Saiz. He's able to bring the ball from his third into the opposition's third relatively quickly. He's able to do that. He's very quick. He's tall as well. He'd give Leeds a lot of depth in the height position, which I think that's very important, especially against teams like Middlesbrough. And he's really got some superb technical ability, and that's proved by the fact that Chelsea have still kept him on. He's coming to a Leeds United side that already has Baker and Blackman and Bamford, all the Chelsea link there, so he'll fit in pretty nicely. Yeah, it's Chelsea was sort of gifted the number 10, but he made that number 10 his own when he went to Huddersfield and Rotherham. Huddersfield actually went out of the way to cancel the loan from Rotherham for Brown when he was there, and they hijacked the deal, and Brown was able to come in with Colin Quainer in the January month of the season that went up, and they really made a superb impact on the league, and devastating one really. That was their soar to the top, and they really added that sort of gumption to their play, that extra level of sort of pragmatism and dynamism in that final third, and we saw Huddersfield go, and that's what we didn't do that season. We brought in the likes of Mo Barrow, who didn't unfortunately hit that height, but we are now going that step above. Bielsa wanted Brown, which is a very, very key thing for me. Bielsa wanted him from the start, apparently he's wanted him since the start, but he wasn't sure on his injury, and now we've managed to get him in, so very, very positive, as we all say constantly, in Bielsa we trust. So What are we expecting from Izzy Brown? Well, for me, we're expecting someone who will push Saiz all the way. We will push Saiz's performances all the way, and we've seen 100% that Saiz sometimes his level of performance isn't at that. Normally, he is really at that level, but sometimes it's not. And Izzy Brown is someone who is going to push Samu's attitude to a level where he's going to have to be vying for his place, be fighting for his place every week. And I do think Izzy Brown has the calibre of talent to do that. I think he'll be pushing Samu all the way. He also can play along that three. So at the minute, obviously, we've got Alioski and Pablo, but when they are underperforming, and I'm really focusing on Alioski here because we see his performances go like that at the minute, Izzy Brown will offer you hard work, which we always say about Alioski, but he also gives you that added quality and pace in that final third. And his decision making also seems to be a lot better. And I feel if he's intertwining with Pablo and Samu, who are really on his level, I feel that could be a really dangerous outfit. But the interesting thing is, Bielsa didn't think that we needed something in the centre-back department, and I think that's because he wants Calvin Phillips to bring his sort of personality and his attributes into that centre-back partnership if it's ever needed. You know, we have Shaughnessy, we have Berardi now, we have Pontus, we have Cooper, but we also have Calvin, and I think that was tried and tested in pre-season, and that was because he wanted to see if Calvin had that ability to play in that position to then go into the season. I think we saw that evidently with the last Palmer's game, that he has that ability. So why focus on the centre back role? And that's worked really well. But he always wanted that number 10, that other number 10. That when Saiz has that dip, which we know he will, it's inevitable in a 46 game season and more, he is going to be able to bring in someone of added quality who's then going to be able to replace Saiz, maybe an Alioski or a Hernandez, but mainly Saiz. And we kind of saw the rumblings of that from our trusted Twitter sources for months on end, really. But where Huddersfield felt his most impact, Izzy Brown, was in that latter stage, which is so important. We've got that big block right now, but that latter stage, that latter 6 months where teams are tiring, other teams such as Fulham last year made that complete stride, and Huddersfield did the season before. He was so monumental in that period for Huddersfield. So that is a real positive for me, because what Leeds will then be able to do is mid-October, November, we will be able to tap into that resource a little bit earlier, and Leeds might have a championship winner on their hands. You know, another promotion, a player who's got promotion in our team. We may be able to add him and just take that level up, which would be only going to be positive for Leeds United. But we also saw the altercation with Gary Monk, David Wagner, Pontus Janssen and Izzy Brown. Apparently they're vying that out in training, and they've had a little bit of a laugh about it, so that's positive. But yeah, guys, that's really it. I think it's just been a little bit of a 24 out the door, and no real positives, not no real positives, but no analysis from us in particular on the Izzy Brown transfer and the saga and all this sort of stuff. But it's gone under I feel like because of the Borough game and because of Leeds' run as of yet, no one's really focused on it and given sort of a detailed analysis and spoken about the positives and the negatives. The one negative I would say would be his injury, and it's quite a serious injury, but I feel like if Price has gone down there, done the analysis, I think Izzy Brown will be back to full fitness, and we've seen it with previous players with that sort of injury. You know, sometimes it can be very, very bad in the case of like Fernando Torres, but you know, a lot of the time players are able to come back. He's had 7 or 8 months out now, and apparently he's been training with Chelsea for 3 weeks, so that's positive. And you know, we'll probably look to see Izzy Brown towards the back end of October, which will be positive. But yeah, so aside from that, we've seen Anita go to I don't really know how to pronounce this, Willem Twente. I don't know. I got told how to pronounce that, or like when I pronounced it wrong last time. I know Kane to Luton. I think Kane to Luton is a very, very good signing for Luton. You know, forget he was our captain last year, which is bizarre. But yeah, we've got Wassim Bouai as well. Pronounced that wrong probably. But you know, we've covered that wage. We've got rid of him, which has been positive. A very mysterious signing for me, that one. And also the J. Roy Grott saga, which I think is the main one. I think we didn't really take to J. Roy Grott last year. And I just kind of want to mention this because from my side, you know, like I criticised him as well, but the positive about J. Roy Grott is he's, you know, he's gone out and he's only a kid. He's come over here without any family, without anything, and he's a 19-year-old who's been chucked into something, chucked into that Leeds environment where we can be hostile as fans. And, you know, I think he came out in the Dutch media the other day and said, you know, he'd go home and sometimes he'd be very upset, and, you know, Leeds fans would be giving him crap. And we had that with Noel Hunt, didn't we, when he was at Leeds? You know, apparently he was bantering about it the other day. I think it might have been on a sporting radio actually, that he still gets crap now and again from Leeds fans, and you know, it's not really on. And I really feel for J. Roy Grott. He's only a young lad, but Leeds clearly see potential in him, as we see potential in Pordy O'Connor. You know, that's why we've loaned him out. We're keeping players like Shaughnessy because I think, to be honest, it could be his last shot. But yeah, hopefully J. Roy Grott will get back. Hopefully he'll do well out there, like Click did. You know, Click went out there to FC Twente. No, it was Utrecht actually. Utrecht had a fantastic season, came back, and really, well, he's a player that he is now. And also I want to touch on something else as well. We've also got the addition of Izzy Brown, but someone I am buzzing about coming back is Adam Forshaw. That quality championship player that Leeds need is depth, and Forshaw's going to come in as that depth to Click, in my opinion. I don't think Click should be taken out, but what a replacement. So then October, November, you're seeing it turn around a little bit now towards Leeds. We have that depth. We've got depth anyway, but we have got some serious quality now. You've got the likes of Adam Forshaw and Izzy Brown knocking onto the door for the last period of the season, which, you know, it seems daft saying that, but that's when they're going to be free and back ready in the Bielsa way. But the interesting thing is about Izzy Brown as well and Forshaw is they might be fit and ready to play, but are they going to be the Bielsa way? Are they going to be the body fat requirements? Are they going to be fit? So that's going to be the interesting thing as well. But yeah, guys, if you've enjoyed this, I'm going to try to do this weekly, as I said at the start. But if you've enjoyed this, please leave a like, follow All Leeds TV. We've got some exciting things coming up, which we can't wait to tell you guys about. So yeah, it's all positive right now. And please share all this sort of stuff on Twitter and all your social medias. And please leave a comment in the section below, guys, because me and Joe like to go through them and bring them up in the videos and stuff. You don't really know how much it means to us when you guys are commenting on our stuff and liking. Just drive those likes up. It really, really gives us a positive boost, and it shows what we're doing is making a really good impact. So I hope you guys have a nice week, and we'll speak to you soon. Cheers.
Every day we're all gonna say